Hey everyone, it's Nathan Green. I just want to start this video off by saying, what? How did this video get so many views in such a short time? I'm blown away. I didn't really have any expectations. I just made this video for myself mostly, to see how far I came, to see the progress I made, and I would have been very happy if 100 people saw it. But yeah, 20,000 exceeds my expectations by a lot. So I want to thank everyone who subscribed, who liked the video, who left really nice comments. I really appreciate it. In the comments, I received mostly compliments, even from people like Felix from the Tennis Brothers, who I watch a lot, Simon Freund, who is something like ATP 400 in the world, and Ben, who I watched perform at Ninja Warrior. So really awesome. But there were also a lot of comments with questions and advice, and today I will be answering / reacting to those. So yeah, let's get to it. So Max asked, where are you from? Well, I think I've said that in the original video too, but doesn't matter. I'm from the Netherlands. I live in Groningen. It's a really nice city. It's a bit far from the center of the Netherlands, Amsterdam and stuff, but yeah, it's nice out here. And one of the most common questions was, how often do you practice, or did you practice? And to answer that, I think approximately on average, I think 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less. But yeah, just every moment where I had the chance, where I didn't make music, I played tennis really. And the next question really ties in nicely to the first one, which is which videos did I watch to, well, get my serve, but I think in general too, which videos did I watch? And in the beginning for the serve, I had one video in particular that really helped. It's this one. But after that, I discovered one channel in particular, which for me at least stood above all the rest of the tennis instruction videos. And that channel is Intuitive Tennis. Nicola, I think he's called. Well, yeah, as the name says, it was a really intuitive way of knowing what to do really. And I think one of the things that makes him really good is that he differentiates between what are fundamentals in the stroke and what is style. And for someone like me who wants to understand everything so I can apply it to my own game, it was by far the best channel. So shout out to Nicola from Intuitive Tennis. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been in the same place that I'm now. So another question was, what sports did you do before tennis? This comment was really funny, saying how it's pretty much impossible for an athlete to become this good this quickly. But yeah, I think I said in my original video that I played basketball my whole life, which I think really helped in terms of footwork and just speed around the court. But it's not that I never played tennis, but just not very seriously. Sometimes with friends, you know, but as you could see in like the 2019 videos, didn't really look like anything. Played a lot of table tennis as well. So I think just the muscle memory of hitting things with a racket, I had already. But yeah, I think I pretty much still started as a beginner. And this is, I think, the most common question. What's my rating? Well, I don't really know how to explain that, because I think a lot of different countries have a lot of different systems on rating. Plus, I think rating does not really say everything, because okay, so here in the Netherlands, I am a 7 approximately and a 6 in the double. I found a chart online. It's this one. I think it roughly translates correctly, but I don't know. So yeah, that would be my actual rating. But I think where it's not really accurate is that I really practice to become a better player. And sometimes I would lose to players who, they were like the pusher kind and they just bring the ball back, and I would eventually lose. I didn't have the accuracy yet to get every ball out of the court, hit winners and stuff. But that part of me is getting more and more consistent. So I feel like right now I'm getting better than those players, but those players, they don't really progress anymore. They get stuck in their level and I'm rising. So I think my rating is a little bit lower than my actual playing level. So that's one of my goals in 2023 is getting my rating a little bit higher. Then this person wants to know why I chose a one-handed backhand versus a two-handed. And it's a really simple answer really, because I cannot do a two-handed backhand if my life depended on it. In the very beginning, I watched some videos about which one was better, and most people actually said two-handed, it's more stable and it's just a better stroke overall, and you see it on the pro tour as well that most people have the two-handed backhand. But I cannot do it. I cannot do it. It's too difficult. It's too cramped for me, like just going like this. I think this is more free. I mean, I did the one-handed backhand like naturally. It felt natural, so just went with that. And next, this person wants to know if I practice on the wall a lot. And to answer that, yes, I did practice on the wall a lot, especially in the beginning. Just a nice way to get the repetitions in, because at the end of the day, it's just all about doing the stroke lots and lots of times. So if I didn't have a partner, I'd just go on the wall. But I do have to say, I think playing with actual people, like the trajectory of the ball that gets to you is very different playing with someone else than on the wall. So I would advise to do both. This isn't really a question, but I thought it was a nice comment, and I've been thinking about that too. I mean, I can see that I've got some natural talent for tennis, and picked it up really fast, even in my adulthood, which I'm reading online isn't very common. I don't know if I would have made it to the tour. I mean, they are very, very good, like way better than me right now. But yeah, who knows? Maybe I would have reached it. But I'm not too bummed about it, because I have my music. I've been playing piano since I was 5 years old, so I have something that I've been doing as a kid that I'm really, really good at. So yeah, this tennis thing is just fun for on the side to push myself to get better at something even later in life. I think it's really fun. This person wants to know, how do I find players to play with? And I just joined a club and I met a lot of people there. I met my team there we're now playing competition together. So yeah, that's my advice, just join a club. And these questions I think are really funny, because apparently my technique looks this good that someone thinks I can play a futures event. It's really flattering, but I'm not nearly good enough to play in the futures. So thanks for the compliment, but I don't think that will happen, like, ever. But we'll see, who knows. So now switching from questions to some advice that people gave me, which is also really interesting, be reacting to that. All right, so this first person, he suggests I hold my left hand on the one-handed backhand a little bit longer, which is actually a thing I've been working on since the beginning, because it was just very natural for me to release it like at that point. But I watched a lot of like slow motion Federer and Wawrinka. I think I've been improving in that part, but it's still not as long as they hold it. So that's also a goal for this year. And these comments all basically say the same, is that I should coil more, use my body more, which I 100% agree on. It's also getting a little bit better right now than when I just started. That's one part I think it's really difficult to learn if you're starting really late, is to use your whole body, get your whole body involved in the stroke. This person is saying I fall a little bit to the left on my serve, which I agree as well. I have some really weird bend in my back, which is not letting me hit the ball at the highest point possible. So that's also a thing I will work on in this year. This person says I should play with more better people. I agree. I hope to meet more people that are higher level than me, so I can really push my level to the limit. And then the last advice is to upload full matches instead of just highlights. And I agree with this person that it's really hard to judge how good someone is just based off highlights. So yeah, for this year, that's the goal, to post more matches, and not just highlights, but my whole matches. And hopefully you guys can give me some more tips, even on the points that I lose, which is maybe even more interesting. All right, I think that's all. To summarize, my goals of this year are to get my technique even better on the serve, on the forehand especially, to upload more matches. And the last thing is just to enjoy it, I think, and make more music too. Hopefully some of you guys might enjoy that as well. If not, that's okay too. Yeah, so stay tuned and see you all in the next video. Peace.